The main constraints on lifetime giving to reduce inheritance tax to enhance the intergenerational transfer are, of course, well, I say of course, in my experience, they are the donors or the potential donors' desire for continued access to the assets that are being considered as the subject of a gift or control over them. And we know very well in this sector that one way of overcoming both of those objectives is to use a trust. Yeah, it works really well, usually in connection with a financial services product. And the trusts that we work with are gift trusts, loan trusts, discounted gift trusts, and variations on those themes. All well and good. What else is there? It's really important to remind ourselves that there is another solution that overcomes access and control constraints, and that is a business relief qualifying investments. In my experience, they come in two main forms: quoted, AIM quoted, of course, to qualify for business relief, and unquoted portfolios. Of course, you can invest directly in a business, and of course, many people who run their own businesses do just that, where the main reason for setting up their business is not to get business relief. That's a last minute, almost sort of extra gift that you get. It's to run a business. So if you've got a business relief solution, how comes that works so well? Well, just to remind you, you probably don't need it. You just need to own that asset, and therein is the access and controls. You're not giving anything away. You are not giving anything away. So you own that asset for 2 years. It's a qualifying asset, and that means it's outside of your estate for inheritance tax, but owned by you and controlled by you. That's why it's so appealing. It only takes 2 years to work as opposed to 7 when it comes to a gift, and it's fully controlled by you and fully accessible by you. So how good is that? It's great. Why wouldn't everyone not do that, even when you get to later years? Well, mostly because of the concern that some would have over the underlying investment, because you are taking undoubtedly more risk. There may be a little more concern over liquidity, basically accessing your cash when you want it, both of which are very valid concerns. And of course, you need to take advice on this and fully understand what you're investing in and not let, classically, the tax tail wag the dog. In some cases, there will be situations where a combination of those solutions work for you: trusts, with or without financial services products, and business relief solutions. Of course, as for any investment of that type, it should represent a massive part of your overall portfolio, maybe 15% at most, perhaps. Of course, each case will depend on its own facts, and advice is absolutely essential. One other thing to bear in mind, and this shouldn't be the determinant, but it's another factor to bear in mind, is that when you use a trust, from the 1st of September, in fact, from now really, and not later than the 1st of September, we are looking at the need to register that trust under the Trust Registration Service. Details on all of what I just talked about, business relief solutions, trust-based solutions, and the Trust Registration Service, can of course be found on TechLink.